All right, everybody. So welcome back. Last session, you all entered into the catacombs beneath the High Hall Cathedral. You were quickly attacked by a set of patrols, devil patrols, that had been searching the area. During the fight, a stranger entered into the fray on your side and decided to stick around with you all after the fight. With your new ally, you all continued searching for survivors in the catacombs beneath the High Hall. After discovering a powerful barrier of light blocking off an entire section of the hall, you all moved on to discover, you all kind of investigated it for a while, checked it out, and then found that some of you could pass through with some resistance, but in general with ease. Rhea was able to pass through completely unobstructed. And on the other side of this gleaming barrier, you found hundreds of survivors taking shelter. Many of the survivors of the collapse of the city, of it being dragged down into hell, had made their way here and were taking refuge in this place that they hoped would be safe, at least for the time being. You all learned from this group, from an elderly woman, that her daughter was also out searching for survivors in the catacombs, that she had erected the barrier of light and was doing her best to find any stragglers that may have become lost in the catacombs while they were making their way down here. You set out to find her, but before the cleric would agree to accompany you all back to the shelter, she insisted that you all complete the search of the area for other survivors. It was while searching for these other survivors that you came upon a chamber with several, over half a dozen sarcophagi, lining the walls and the alcoves of the chamber. As you were moving through the area, you began to hear strange noises issuing from the inside of these sarcophagi, scratching and thumping as if something was inside of them. You managed to wrench one open, and out of it stepped a desiccated figure in ceremonial cloths, wrapped and mummified. And as you opened up that sarcophagus, two others in a different part of this chamber also cracked open, and out stepped more of these undead creatures. That is where we are going to go ahead and pick up today. I believe we still need to roll initiative. So, without any further ado, do that. All right, everybody on map.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to click my character. Sean, do you want me to re-roll, or should I take
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll, and then we'll change it back to your 5.14. It's an impressive roll. And it looks like...
It's no better. One last clerical thing then.
Who we missing? We are missing Valifon's initiative.
Yeah, tokens are appearing. Sorry, my internet is still really slow, but
Okay.
working.
Get Ellen in there. Rhea.
There we go.
See if the tradition of my NPCs being absolutely useless continues. Oh.
Don't forget the elephant.
Right, thank you. Where'd she go?
Lulu. Lulu. Lalu.
Lala.
Oh, good job, Lulu.
Me and the NPCs all hang out over here in our slow group party.
Okay, there's Valifon, and here we go. Here come the mummies. One of them got pretty high up there. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right. Good stuff. So, as the sarcophagus crack open, dust comes pouring out, and shambling out steps the first mummy. it is going to reach its hands out and just begin marching towards the first people it can see. It looks like we need to get Anacola in here too, so I'm going to roll her initiative. Would anyone like to officially take responsibility, or would you guys want to make it like a group decision? How do you all want to run Althea's character?
Oh, she got the. Oh fuck, she got really high initiative.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
she gets to act first.
I guess group decision. Like whatever is most convenient for her to do, I guess.
I mean, you guys have played with her more than I have, so whatever you think the character would do, I think is pretty good.
Okay.
I know what
Okay.
Nate's old character would do, but
So how many of the coffins are open?
3.
4.
One directly in front of you, Anacola.
Oh.
2 behind you. Lulu would come kind of drifting out from the corridor, a little bit behind you all. It's like, hey, how's it going? Ah! As she turns and sees a mummy right in her face.
Run,
I think-
Lulu.
Let me know if y'all agree, but I think she'd run over here and start attacking the one that she thinks is acting the fastest. Like the
I
one
think
she's
it's
when
probably
she's when she sees the door slam open, she'd probably run over towards that one.
Okay.
And
What kind of
I don't know what her
paladin is
character.
she?
Vengeance.
Vengeance. So
Oh yeah, she's not. Well, next level she will be.
yeah, I was gonna say I think we're not there yet.
Um,
Yeah, I'd say probably just run over there and smack him. I can't remember any abilities that would
Yeah.
they would do.
She is a
I'm
paladin
not entirely sure
warlock.
either. Yeah, maybe she can.
hex 'em.
Yeah, maybe hex them and then move like here, and then Eldritch Blast them, and then get 5 feet closer, so they're less likely to move towards anyone else.
Because hex is a bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm. And then Eldritch Blast is 2 attacks.
And then...
Sorry, I was muted. I think she's already concentrating on Hex.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
it's just a bonus action to move it onto it.
okay, next.
She got any range weapons?
Eldritch Blast.
I mean,
Well, actually, how would she be focusing on Hex? Because we haven't had a combat in an. We've had with the last combat we've had was over an hour ago.
Yeah, that is true. There
Oh,
has not been a
okay.
combat in over an
Then
hour.
she would have lost.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, then she would have lost. So, but she has all her spell slots back. So she would bonus action Hex and then blast it.
Right,
range.
you all hung out for an hour in that gathering hall, that
Yep.
place with all the chairs and the big long table.
Well, yeah.
we had tasty meats and mushrooms. It's a great time.
All right, so she's going to hex the mummy, and then Eldritch Blast it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Twice, I would assume.
Paladin. goes
Yep.
boom.
That's not doing it.
Does she have a macro for it?
It's not working. So
There we go.
24 is a hit, and as is 16.
That was really anticlimactic for 5 damage.
Well, there's also the D6.
Hex, yeah. So we want to roll a d6.
There we go.
So
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Oh, I'll roll another one.
So 8 on the first hit, and 11 on the second.
And does the Hex Necrotic
It
have any effect
probably
on it that we
does
can
not.
tell?
It does not take any damage from that necrotic.
Ooh. Fuck.
Yep. So that is a total of 11 points.
Shit.
Go team.
That's like
And-
everything I can do.
She's going to move one step closer to kind of try and corner this thing in, use her enormous AC to stop that thing. And brings us to the first mummy, who is most definitely going to try to punch her in the head. Okay, so the first thing it does is it just locks eyes with Althea, and this darkness begins to swell out from the spot that the eyes should be. Thea needs to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh, she's good at those.
She barely succeeds.
That was super close. Oh my god.
She barely succeeds on the saving throw. And then the mummy throws a fist. And misses with only a 13 to hit. Althea not even getting close to her AC. Brings us to Kroll. You're up, buddy.
So I will go to the mummy right next to me. Attack that one with my boot touched.
11 just hits.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah.
So for 9,
Slashing.
and then I will swing again.
17 hits. Right.
Okay.
So as you
And I
strike into
think
this
I'll-
thing, Curl, this thing just like kind of just spills out dust and debris. It's obviously been desiccated for a long time.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for right now.
Okay. You all see Rhea begin to just kind of look around in this abject horror. These are the heroes of Elturel that are being raised up by this place and the energy that's surrounding it. You all see just this look of fury begin to pass over her face, and she is going to charge this one up here. Longsword, no care for her shield today. 20 hits, the 10 does not for 10 slashing. Does Rhea have Iskaros? She does, right? But she is not using it right now.
It does.
Yeah.
She did not have time to praise the weapon, so she only does half damage with that. Okay. Valifon, you're up.
Everybody charged in, so I can't incinerate these guys. Therefore, I got really no choice since I am seeing that people are having trouble damaging these guys. So I will bonus action cast Shadow Blade. And
Ooh. Really good damage.
well, it just rolls the damage once when I cast it, but I roll every time I attack, so I'm not worried about that. 5, 10, 15, 20. My owl will come over here as well. Well, 7-star to give me the help action. And so I assume a 20 hits.
Oh yeah, 20 most definitely hits.
For 17 damage, 12 psychic, and 7 thunder.
Jeez, nice. Okay.
And it's enveloped in a
Good stuff. Good
thing of thunder, but it's not going to move, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it for me.
Nicole, you're up.
Okay, well, almost anything I can do is entirely useless, so I will try striking it.
Hit it with a magical stick.
I was gonna say shillelagh the crap out of that thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, but most of my damage is like... okay, whatever. I have a lot of health. I'll be...
Yeah, you do a lot of necrotic damage, right?
Yeah, all of my damage is necrotic. So that's 6 damage. And then as a bonus action, or no, as my item interaction, I will put my shillelagh in the little, I don't know, sheath, I guess, that I have on my side, and then I'm going to pull out 3 rocks, and I'm going to cast Magic Stone as a bonus action.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Mummy! It's gonna throw some
Yay.
punches. think it's gonna throw them at Kroll.
Hell yeah. All right.
All right, first thing, Kroll, I need a wisdom save from you, as it locks eyes from you and the room around you just seems to darken. Ooh,
No, it should have focused on me.
Kroll, you are frightened. You only failed by 1, so luckily it could be worse, but it is not. But you are frightened of the creature.
Okay.
Until the end of the mummy's next turn. So here is that. There's advantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you're within source, while you can see the mummy, and you cannot willingly move closer to it, which isn't too big of a deal since you're already right on top of it. But now it's gonna throw a fist at you, and that is only a 7 to hit you, Kroll. That is a big old miss. And that is going to bring us around to Bill.
There's no way I can hit this one, right?
We allow you to step into the space, take your swing, and then step out of it. As long as you don't end your turn in somebody's space, you're good to go.
You would take an AOO though.
Yeah, you would in fact take an attack opportunity.
There's a space
You
up
guys
here.
act,
Oh, yeah.
you guys act like Bill. What do you even care?
I don't think
I'll
you can do
rage.
that.
But yeah, there is a
Hitting
space.
that.
We're all looking at two of us at each one.
Right, but I can't get there
Yeah,
in one
because
time.
you got the movement
So
together.
hit and move is what I'm gonna do.
So, rage, rush up there, throw something at it so you get to stay raging, and
Well, I was thinking rage, step over here, hit this one, then run that way.
I would still get you there next turn.
Yep. That's what we'll do. And I'll get sneak attack because of
Allies.
allies right next to me.
yep. And I realized I did something stupid.
Did that not work?
It says you
yeah, the
did
macro
something,
macro
but-
did not activate.
Cool. Just go back to the sheet then.
Okay, 12 hits. Okay, you're using your short sword. Okay.
Yeah.
So
pierce.
that is going to be halved, as it does have resistance from non-magical attacks.
Yeah.
So 5 damage it takes.
Yeah, Bill gets all fired up, pulls out one of his cutting knives, jumps out, stabs him, and then takes off to cover the other one.
Oh no.
Bonus action, action, and move.
It's a crit, isn't it?
The no. I'm just saying. I was like, what does a raging chef look like? And guess what the GIF is filled with.
To Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
It's Gordon fucking
it's
Ramsay.
a Swedish chef. Oh, Gordon.
All right. Okay. That is going to bring us to Ellen, who is going to bow her head down and hold up her mace. And she is going to say a prayer to Lathander. And the mace is just going to ignite with this bright, radiant energy. And she is going to then point it at this mummy here and guiding bolt it. It. 15 radiant and advantage on the next attack from this guy. Good.
Ooh. Which one did she hit?
One up here. She may need to move a little bit to get a better view on that. But
Okay, that one. Okay.
yeah, the one up to the north over here. Right, so 15 radiant for that guy. And her weapon continues to glow. It's to the mummy up here. And it is going to go after Rhea, as she is the first one to have struck it. It's going to be a dreadful glare first. The darkness surrounding the creature as its eyes lock with Rhea. Her wisdom save result is
Ooh.
Not good.
Rhea locks eyes with this creature, and you can see the rage in her face melt away. Her hand drops to her side, and her sword drops to the ground. She is paralyzed.
Oh, fuck.
The creature then punches her.
It's thematically appropriate, though. She is
It is.
very upset about this.
Oh, it's a hit for 22. It is an auto crit. Rhea takes 20 bludgeoning and 16 necrotic. And she needs to succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
She barely succeeds to avoid a far worse fate than just being than was already going on here. But that is going to bring us around to Lulu. Who is
Does
going?
Lulu have lesser restoration?
She does not have access to her spellcasting yet.
Oh, darn it.
I think she would try to stab this guy.
Yeah, I think so too. I think she's gonna come out here, make a little trumpet of a little aggressive toot, and then charge. And miss. Oh nope, advantage from from Ellen's guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Go Lulu. All right, that does bring
Her
us back
damage
to
is
Althea,
magical,
everybody.
right?
Yes, her damage is magical. It did take the full 3.
Is Althea's sword and board, right?
Yes.
Flail and board. And that's a hex weapon, so it's magical. So she's gonna smack it.
Is that right?
I didn't remember what she had.
Flail is her go-to. I believe she calls it.
1d.
Where is it at? Hex flail. I'll just open her sheet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hex flail. That's a hit.
Oh.
Okay.
And then they get the
Another-
damage from Heck, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
wants to roll the d6 for the hex. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't take necrotic
Yeah.
damage.
Didn't matter. And she's not high enough hex blade yet to have taken thirsting blade, right?
So
Yeah, she's just
7
gonna go-
and 9 for 16 points. My mummy's just its chat bubble, its bubbles just stopped popping up for some reason.
Oh yeah, there's like 3 more of these guys.
Yeah. So I don't think she got that second attack.
No, she doesn't have
I
it
don't
yet.
think
She's
Oh,
going.
no
Right.
second attack yet. My bad.
No, I was asking if she did. I didn't. I wasn't sure if she
Oh.
was 5th level.
That is a good question. You're all 5th level right now, and she is multi-classed. So
Right, but
Yeah.
she multi-classed. Yes, I didn't think that through. So there's no way she's
Yeah.
multi-classed. There's no way she could have thirsty blade yet.
Okay. So
Yeah, and that's why she stays back sometimes to Eldritch Blast.
right. Brings us to the cornered mummy, who, having failed to frighten Althea, is going to try to frighten Lulu here. Saving throw for Lulu. Lulu shrieks with terror.
In character.
Jesus, frightening everyone.
And still manages to successfully dodge the creature.
Yeah, because she's so scared. She's like,
All right, Curl, you're up.
All right, so I'll take a swing with my Moon Touch.
16 certainly hits.
6.
Okay.
And do it again. Oh, hold on, just one sec. I'm gonna add a trip attack to that to attempt to knock it down.
Okay.
So superiority, which was a D8. So for 6 more damage.
A strength save.
Yeah, it has to be 14.
Does get a 22.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, strong.
And I will
Does take that extra
swing
damage.
again.
Certainly hit.
Frick, yes. Okay. For 10.
Okay.
I don't want to use all of my dice right now, but I don't know how many more hits I can get. Yeah, let's do another trip attack. Let's try it.
Okay.
So that's 4.
Second strength saving throw result is a nat 1. Down it
All right.
goes.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Rhea is paralyzed.
Get to save again, or
I believe the effect simply ends at the end of the mummy's next turn. Yeah, until the end of the mummy's turn. So Rhea's turn is gone.
Oof.
Alphon.
getting the help action from Ebonstar. Attack with the Shadow Blade again.
15 hits. 15.
With 15 hits, or for 15 damage.
Right. Its macro, its bar is not showing it, but it is beginning. It is looking hurt.
Good. It's got a red bar around, a red thing around it, compared to the yellow to the one to the south.
It doesn't show a
Red.
any bar for me.
I'm not seeing a bar. I'm seeing a red halo around the entire token.
That's just the token's border. There's a little bit of a green one on the outside of it. It's just not changing color properly.
Oh. Okay, see, I was seeing a yellow border on the one to the south and a red border on the other one, so I was thinking that was it. Okay, that's it for me. Not much else I can do.
Anacola.
Woohoo. Is this one tripped at the moment on the
It
ground?
is. It is prone.
Okay, cool. 20?
Certainly.
Oh, natural
Yeah.
20.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's a crit.
that is a crit.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay, that is 19 damage.
Okay.
Brawl, if you were wondering whether or not you should have done that trip attack, you should have.
Yeah.
I can't see its health bar very well. How's
Yeah,
it?
it's because they're kind of like halfway in a wall.
Yeah. Want us to back up a bit, and then we can.
If you all, yeah, I mean, it's really up to you guys. If you all want to back up, everyone that's like face to face with the mummy, if we all back up one, we can see them better. But it's really up to you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Get a better look at their health bars.
Very good. There we go.
Okay. So the mummy by me is currently yellow.
Yes.
I was hoping it was red.
Oh, and, Rhea's doing a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, she's not. I mean, she got hit really hard, but she's not bleeding out or
Yeah.
anything.
That could change for the next auto crit if he doesn't go after me.
Right.
That's all I can do.
Got you. We'll make it alright.
Oh, and this one gets to act next. Yay.
It is going to climb up to its feet. And this time, the dreadful glare is for Anacola. Let's see that wisdom save.
Woo!
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for you to fail this.
Watch me though. Don't worry.
So called it. Here it
I'll
is.
impress you.
Oh no!
I impressed you. I was right.
Can I use my inspiration to make that a 10?
It's a
A
10 would
10
still
fail.
fail.
Oh.
But Anacola thankfully is incapable of failing as bad as Rhea did. So
Yeah,
it's
I-
only frightened.
Oh my god.
It's only the frightened condition.
And at the end of this mummy's turn, Kroll will no longer be frightened, correct?
Correct.
Sweet.
Okay. It's going to swing at Anacola. That is a 20 to hit Anacola.
Yeah.
For 7 bludgeoning and 10 necrotic.
Ooh.
And a constitution saving throw.
Wait, so 17 total?
17 total and a con save.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Oh,
Hey, I'll use my inspiration.
no. Okay, yeah. 14 does succeed. No mummy rot for you.
Anacola's not going to embrace the mummy rot.
Yeah. There's too much rot on my body already. It just doesn't mix. It's like, yeah. They.
Okay. So that is it for its turn. 7 bludgeoning, 10 necrotic, and brings us to Bill the Butcher.
He was originally going to go help Lethea, but seeing Rhea getting pretty well booty kicked, he'll kind of change course and he'll pivot. You see him as he's running towards this mummy, he'll like toss his knife up into his offhand, and we'll come up and try and grapple him. And I don't have to reckless because I already have advantage on through raging. So athletics.
How do you have advantage?
From rage gives me advantage on athletic checks.
And he's grappling.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
Work. Oh goddamn! I forgot to hit it.
Does get a 16 on its check.
I'm hitting it and it's not working.
My macros, oh, nice.
I just went to my character sheet. I'm just done with the macros.
Yeah, I think my macros might be acting up.
And then as I kind of pull him into a headlock, I take my knife out and I just start stabbing him in the eye with my offhand.
So the rules on grapple state that in place of one of your attacks, you can do a grapple. That's correct, right?
Right, so I'm doing the offhand attack,
Okay.
the bonus action with no proficiency. So it would likely miss.
10 is not going to do it.
Yeah, that's alright.
Barely misses.
I got him in a nice happy headlock. He's with
Okay.
me for now.
That is going to bring us to Ellen, who, with her mace lit and ignited, Rhea is no longer... No, wrong mummy, my bad. Okay.
Yep, Rhea is still paralyzed.
Rhea is still paralyzed. Also, seeing the plight that is going on up there, Ellen is going to approach from over here, flank with Bill, and swing her glowing mace. And, oh, hit because of flanking. Hell yeah. So that is 3 bludgeoning. But as soon as you see the mace strike, her mace explodes with this blinding white radiant light. And it does an additional
I cover my eyes.
3d6.
God, woman.
Someone's gonna be blind.
Oh,
Does an
holy
additional
weapon.
3d6 for another 9 points of radiant damage.
Is that the holy weapon spell?
It's an NPC ability. It's called Divine Eminence.
Oh.
So she gets to do that. Yeah, she just gets to start smacking with that. As a bonus action, that's what when she was praying and it started glowing her last turn. She used a bonus action to do that, and then she used her action for a guiding bolt, and now she's coming up here and using her action for that strike and her bonus action to call a spiritual weapon in right there.
Yeah, but I was just gonna ask because if it was holy weapon and guiding bolt, then
I think she still has level 2 spots left. She does. She has 1. Hell yeah. It calls in a spiritual weapon and promptly misses with it. Nice. Okay. Brings us to that mummy. I'm just gonna do a quick marker for her spiritual weapon.
Come on,
There.
let's wrestle.
And yep. You know, Bill, I don't even think it's gonna try to break free. I think it's just gonna kind of turn its attention towards you and just be staring at you. And you have not had to make a save against this dreadful glare yet, have you?
I have it.
Let's do it. Wisdom save,
What,
please.
con save?
Wisdom
Wisdom
first.
Wisdom.
Okay. That is a success. It then swings its rotting fist at you, and that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It is 10 bludgeoning and 7 necrotic. The bludgeoning is halved because of your rage.
13.
And then I need you to make that Constitution saving throw.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp, womp, womp indeed. So, Bill, from this point of the strike, you can feel your skin beginning to dry and crack, and even now, as you look down, a little piece of you kind of breaks away, and you can see dust beneath it instead of any muscle or flesh.
ooh.
And that is going to bring us to Lulu's turn. Bill, I'm going to put a little marker on you here. Don't worry about it. It's just, that's just going
Just when my character dies, we'll know that he's dead.
to...
Oh no.
Okay.
You had a mummy rod.
The mummy rod.
I'm laughing at the barbarian. One who has
Ooh.
con as a maiden stat is the one who fails the con. save.
Right.
Like, oh, of course.
Luckily, today's the day I decided to be a healer, so we good. Probably.
Probably. We can hope. All right. Lulu is going to look over towards Bill and say, that doesn't look too good. And then she's going to try to headbutt this one again. Hit for
Bill,
2
with a
pierce.
slight horror in his face, just gives her a nice thumbs up while he's wrestling with his mum.
Okay. Brings us back to Althea.
I love how Lulu's just like, you look a little bit like shit right now, dude. I want to get that checked out.
And then headbutt.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna smack him right with the flail again. The
I was
hex
gonna,
right?
I was gonna say, and Althea would go over here.
Yeah,
to
flanking.
flank. If she can, or like, I guess they're technically in here, so they can't do that. We're just moving them out here so we can see. So she just attack with the flail.
Cracking a beer.
Okay.
Got the freaking mummy rod. I crack a beer. Here we go.
Okay. Flail incoming. Hit.
Oh, that's good damage.
No necrotic. Okay. Both of these two have succeeded on saves against the mummy. Is Althea going to do anything else?
I don't think she can.
Yeah, I don't think she has another bonus action type thing to do.
She's gonna try to punch Lulu in the face. Oh
Sean, I just
no! It
remembered.
crits Lulu.
Jeez. Hey Sean, I just remembered I'm bear totem, so necrotic would be half too.
Okay.
So it was what?
7
7 necrotic and how much?
7
10?
necrotic, so halved rounding
So-
down, so 3 necrotic.
8. Okay.
And Lulu catches a mummy crit to the face.
Please tell me Lulu's immune to mummy rot.
I don't think Lulu is immune to disease.
Oh, it's a disease. There we go. Good to know.
Actually, I do think mummy
Yeah,
rot is
but
a
it-
curse. I'm pretty sure it is a curse.
Yeah.
I'll check that, but I'm pretty sure it's a curse. Well, Bill, it was nice knowing you.
Try not meta games.
Yeah, if we can hold you in stasis for like 2 years, then Althea will get Althea will get removed
Okay,
first. And we
so
can save you.
Lulu takes 20 bludgeoning and 25 necrotic. Jeez.
Oh my god.
Lulu's down.
Does she resist necrotic?
I'm double
Lulu's
checking
down?
now, but I don't think so.
Lose down? Oh my god.
Lulu does not resist necrotic.
Ooh.
And I believe the mummy's attacks are magical. Oh, no. It doesn't say the mummy's
Doesn't
attacks are
say so.
magical. It does not say so. So that is only half of the bludgeoning damage, but the full necrotic, so it's 10 bludgeoning. And it is still 25 necrotic, which is enough to take her down still. Right. Okay. Roll.
Alright. Swing my moon touched. Nope.
It's not going to do it.
And one more time.
14 will do it.
Okay. I'm going to add trip attack to it again.
Okay.
So let's see. And I'm going to do Orcish Fury. Orcish Fury.
Just in case anyone was wondering, the NPCs do make death saves.
Alright.
Strength save result is only an 8, Kroll.
He's down again
Okay.
for 16 damage.
Okay.
And
It is looking rough.
I'm going to use Action Surge. Let's just get this guy out of the way. And Moon touched again. Oh shit! Sorry, it's only 11.
Okay.
No. That. Yeah.
11?
Okay, let me take those off.
And then you got one more, right?
Yeah, I got one more hit. A D8 plus 3 plus 1 magic. Yeah, okay, that's right. So 11, and then oh shit, I hit the wrong button. There we go.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
You knocked it
too bad
prone
you
too, so
weren't-
that's a crit. You knocked it prone on the first hit.
It's like sessional proficiency or
No, he's prone. He knocked it prone.
oh nice.
So I get Savage Attack with that. Well, that's another D8 on top.
Jesus. Okay. So you all watch as Kroll just wipes the legs out from under this thing. It falls onto its back, still reaching up towards him, knocks another swing. Hand goes flying across the room. The final blow crashes straight down into this thing's head. Spray of dust and teeth fragments go flying everywhere. That thing is very dead.
Fuck yeah. I just had to go through all my superiority dice to do it, but alright, then I will move 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up here to help Althea. And that's my turn.
Okay. Rhea is no longer paralyzed. Oh, she's pissed. Okay.
Mad Rhea is mad.
Right. So she comes to, and you can see her shaking her head, and then she looks at this thing and just lets out this scream. And okay, so it is a total of 27, halved down to 13 because she is still not using e-scrolls.
Change color.
Alphon, you're up.
Help action from Ebon Star and swing away.
Okay.
So 22
Mm-hmm.
damage.
Malifon, how do you take him down?
So my blade goes into its chest, and there's a psychic scream, and then a boom, and its chest just kind of
Nice.
explodes.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I have movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to here, and Ebonstar will come with me. Okay.
I have to save Lulu.
Okay. Anacola, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to move over here, and then I'm going to strike. Natural.
Nice.
Go.
That is 11 damage. We'll see how that fares against the mummy first. Okay, since it's still alive, she's going to sigh down at Lulu, and just
She's on her back, and her foot kind of kicks out a little bit.
Yeah, she'll sigh. Okay, you're not done here, and she'll wave a hand as this some relatively giant creature crawls out of the ground next to Lulu, and picks her up and starts shaking her. And it doesn't show up. Wait, and I cast Healing Spirit. Yeah, it starts shaking her back to life. She regains 1d6 hit point.
Nice.
6. Nice. Let's go. Yes, and that is my turn.
Okay. Healing Spirit. Okay, so Lulu kind of opens her eyes and she looks over towards the thing that's shaking her up. She's like, "Oh, hi."
It's very giant and vaguely resembles Anacola.
Nice. It's vaguely terrifying, I must admit. Okay, Bill, you're up.
I see we're all gang rushing another monster. Space is becoming limited. This is the healing spirit, right?
It
Indeed.
doesn't take up space.
Does not.
It will just
I
glare
mean-
down at you as you take its space.
You see Bill kind of like take that hand that's rotting now, kind of rub it up against his legs to try and get it off. He'll pull out his cleaver and we'll just try and hit this guy. Sneak attack rage, whole 9 yards.
$16's a hit.
Is Bill missing any hit points?
I don't think Bill's. I
Bill?
think,
Oh yeah.
yeah, a few. Not too much.
Medium.
All right. Oh, I realized the healing spirit needs to be in Lulu's space. My bad.
In Lulu's space, got it.
And then I'll try and bonus action to try and offhand hit him
Okay.
with my short sword. Or cutting knife is what I was using. Well, less the proficiency. but
That's
that
it.
hits.
Okay. So another 9, halved down for resistance.
He didn't get the sneak attack on that second one. You can only sneak attack once.
Okay, anything else from Bill?
Nope, that's what I got.
Right. Ellen is going to step out here and kind of take a look around and survey everybody. And yep, she's gonna guiding bolt it with her last first level slot.
Oh, that doesn't feel like a good idea. Good luck.
She does hit with a 12. low roll on the guiding bolt, unfortunately. Only doing 10. And her spiritual weapon comes in, flying over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bill hovering right over you before it strikes down. And misses. Nice. Okay. Lulu is up. So Lulu is going to look around, and she's going to kind of look at the giant Anacola-esque thing. And then she's going to look over towards Anacola and just be like, she's going to let this trumpet out and be like, thank you! And then she's going to headbutt the mummy again. That is a Lulu thing to do. Nice. Good job, Lulu.
And I think she's still frightened, or just going unconscious in the frightened condition.
It would have ended on her during this mummy's next turn, so I believe it kicked her ass last turn, so she is still frightened of it. And what is Althea going to do?
She's probably gonna hit it again. It's really close to death. Also,
Yeah, but she would move to opposite Lulu before she did that.
Where?
I think we're the
Yeah, right
Okay,
there.
we can have
the mummy. Okay, I thought the mummy was technically in the crypt and we're doing.
Yeah, it technically.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It is
Yeah,
technically
technically
in
is,
that
you're
spot.
right.
Yep.
You're right. Sorry,
So she'll
I was
swing
just
from
looking
right
and
here.
going, ooh, there's a space.
Also, it doesn't really make a difference, but Lulu just regained that health on the beginning of her turn.
Okay, got it.
That was my bad.
Okay. So, ooh, not quite enough to take it down. Okay.
Doesn't have any sort of bonus action damage.
Her bonus action thing is the hex.
No.
Not doing anything right now, unfortunately.
And she could have hexblade cursed it so she was critting on a 19 or 20, but I don't think she's rolling a 19, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's also close to death, and we might have more to fight.
Yep.
Okay.
I certainly hope not.
Bill, it's gonna try to punch you in the face.
Cool.
It is only a 12 to hit.
Yay, AC. That doesn't work this time.
All right, Pearl, you're up. Are you going to be able to take down a second one?
We'll see.
11 just hits.
11. All right.
He has advantage. 25 definitely hits.
Nice.
Great.
And 8 will do it. All right, everyone. So, down it goes in a pile of dust and bones. Rhea is still kind of staring down at the one that she took down. Looking around, just this rageful look on her face.
Are we still in combat?
No, we are out of combat.
All right. Then Lulu is gonna get.
Search the. Yeah. ahead.
So the giant creature next to Lulu is going to start shaking her around even more, like kind of bear hugging her to the point where like like bear hugging her to the point that like her back. Does she has a back? I don't know. Her
It's
legs
fine,
crack.
yeah.
Or, yeah, her back cracks as from just how big it is, and she gets 2d6 hit points.
Bill will come over and kind of like clutch his hand underneath him, and I'm gonna try and investigate or whatever skill check it would be to try and figure out what the hell is wrong with me.
Okay, make a medicine check. I think Arcana would also be appropriate.
Lulu gets 7 hit points, and then it's going to start barreling towards Rhea and also hug her. And she gets 4 hit points.
Rhea's a little bit more apprehensive, but after watching it heal Lulu, she's gonna let it happen.
Valithon is going to search where this mummy, where he is, came from. sometimes mummies are buried with trinkets.
And Rhea, yeah, so go ahead and make an investigation check first off.
After hugging Rhea, the floor is going to open up beneath it, and it is going to fall down into a pit
Nice.
and disappear.
Okay. So you don't see anything inside of the tomb, Valifon, inside of the sarcophagus.
What about on the mummy itself?
Right.
What's
As
left of
you're
it?
looking at the mummy, however, you do notice that it has a strange set of intricately woven brass bracers on its arms. And as you point them out, Rhea kind of kneels down and she says, "This was the body of Vasov Vitsk. He resurrected a dozen people at once by praying to Torm. Now, she rips the bracers off of him. Parts of his hands come loose. She hands them over to you. Now, this. Those are a pair of bracers of defense.
Ooh. What do those entail?
I will show you all.
They work for somebody who doesn't wear armor.
+2 AC with no shield and something else.
Yeah, it's basically
Oh,
like wearing
shit.
it's like wearing studded leather armor without having to wear studded leather armor.
Mhm. Are all of them wearing these, or just
No.
that one?
Just that one.
Shit.
Bill,
Yeah,
do you wear armor?
I have half plate right now.
Or you have half plate? This won't help you then. Oh,
I used to not need to.
Nicola,
I used
do
to
you
not
wear
need
armor?
to wear armor. She's currently wearing leather robes and a shield, but she will mention, I used to not need to wear any armor. I've gotten a bit rusty. I've been
Um,
regaining things over time. Eventually, I think I'll be able to not need these disgusting animal pieces anymore. But for the moment,
D-
I
DM question of the DM: will bracers of defense work while she's wild shaped?
I would believe so. It would be part of the armor and other items melding into her form.
uh,
I don't need
oh
these.
well.
They wouldn't help me. The armor I'm wearing is just as good. Um, Otherwise, I mean, normally a wizard would gladly have these, but
Trying
I
to
think
see
you would.
because
Out
Go
of
ahead.
character. Out of character, I'm going to be multi-classing into monk next level, so I don't have to wear armor.
Yeah.
There you
So these would help you way more than I think anybody else. Bill has Bill has metal armor. Althea is a tank. Kroll is a tank. I dance. Here you go.
Well, thank you. I'll try these on in the morning. See if they fit any better then.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put
But
them into the player character magic items section real quick.
mhm. Another DM question. Did you say they would or they would not work in wild
I
shape?
believe that they would work with your wild shape,
Yeah.
the same way that a
All right.
+1 set of armor would work with your wild shape.
All right.
Yeah, I would think they would.
Yeah, it just depends
A
on the form.
ring of protection would work in wild shape. So
There you go.
I'm just imagining if I was playing wild shaped into like a constrictor snake, like the bracers are just like on the tail.
Nice. That'll be fun.
yeah, but when you're Apicola, you have Apicola with wearing these bracers.
Like one on each finger.
Oh God. Well, they would fit. I think they'd be a little because she'd still be medium and stuff, so it would definitely. They just have to, because magic items reshape a little bit depending on your form. But yeah,
So
that'll definitely be useful.
let's search the other two crypts and
Sean, what did I
the
find
mummy
out on my
remains.
medicine roll?
Yeah,
What'd you get?
Medicine
A
roll.
16? Okay.
Yep.
Well, you would find out, you'd be able to see that whatever is happening to you is happening far faster than any normal disease would spread. If you watch closely enough, you can actually see your skin beginning to dry and flake, spreading out from the point that you were struck. This is a curse. And with that, Ellen would approach you, and she would say that she's seen things like that before. That if you can make it until she kind of pauses, she said she was going to say tomorrow, but time is weird here. Give her a few hours, half a day or so, and she should be able to help you out.
So like after we take a long nap,
See Bill kind of, puff his chest out as if it's no matter. I can take days.
She says,
At the minimum.
"No, I'm fairly certain that you'll be dead in 24 hours unless we do something."
You're not the first human to tell me that. And then just kind of march off, and I'll go see if I can recognize any of the people in here.
I love him. That's great. Oh god, I'll follow because he might die.
Right, he just drops. Bill, you walk into there, and there are several townsfolk of Elturel dead inside of those.
Like, respectfully, like, do I recognize any of them? Are there any of, like, the people we're looking for or anything like that? I'm not, like, looting the corpses, though.
Right.
Perception? Even a skill check needed?
Well, you're just looking for people in general. You weren't searching for anyone specific. Unless Bill is specifically looking for anyone specific.
No.
Yeah, so you all aren't looking for anyone in particular, just looking for anyone that might have survived. And yeah, Ellen would say that she's seen them around. She's seen them at the temples before, but she doesn't know. She doesn't recognize them personally.
And so looking them over, are there any trinkets or anything we need to take back to the rest of the group as sort of like a memorabilia? Or
It does appear that they've already been gone over.
Okay.
Spear wounds, halberds to be specific.
Mm-hmm. Familiar people.
Yeah, I was gonna say when the good people left, I would have looted them, but never mind.
All right.
Well,
To assist me in searching. Sorry.
I was just saying I'll focus on guidance for the moment.
To assist me while searching the other two crypts and mummy remains, I will go ahead and cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill can help you.
Take a few
looking
minutes.
over the other mummies and everything.
Okay. So while you're going through the second tomb, there are sitting at the bottom, as if they were placed at the feet of the mummy, 2 yellow gems. They radiate conjuration magic.
Exciting.
That's neat. I will plan on casting Identify on these later when we're in a good place of safety.
Okay. I'll go ahead and show you what they are now. It is a yellow diamond elemental gem.
Ooh.
You said 1 or 2?
There are 2 of them.
There are 2 of them.
Yellow elemental
Sweet.
gems.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Oh boy.
Would I know what yellow is? So I'll cast it.
You'll figure it out. Yeah, you'll be able to figure it out once you.
I'm happy with any of them.
That's
So actually, I don't want fire, but
it is yellow.
red would be
Yellow
fun.
is earth.
Yeah. Okay. I'd assume that red is fire, so and blue is water and green is air, something like that. Cool. Wow. Yeah. So for right now, I will put both of those in my pouch, but we can discuss if somebody else should be carrying them later.
Okay.
And also search while I still have Detect Magic going. Search this place as well.
Okay. All right. So, as you search through that.
Where's the music? It's in
Really?
Wow.
I haven't heard any music tonight.
That's unfortunate.
That could be my internet connection.
I like the idea of as we're standing here looking around, we start to hear trumpets approaching. Oh gods, it's happening.
All right. So in there, folded neatly at the back of the sarcophagus, placed in a little alcove behind it, is a set of leathers.
Oh boy.
As in like leather armor.
Indeed.
Magical.
Yes, it is a +1 studded leather.
Ooh.
+1 studded leather.
+1 studded leather.
Sweet. Valafon hugs it.
Damn. Are we gonna find some? Are we gonna find some +1 full plate in one of these?
Right, just start cracking sarcophagi.
Before you start smacking stuff out there, I mean, Anacola,
You're
I would
doing
like
it
to point-
too.
yeah, it's his fault. I would like to point out a couple of things. Thing one, I have no spell slots left, and my damage-causing cantrip does necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
It'll be
Ellen would
fine.
see your intention and approach and kind of put her hand on your shoulder and
Oh,
say
no.
no.
I would never. What is it called? I would never defile a burial site while you were here. Don't worry.
She nods and
Uh,
says that she appreciates that, the very scrunched, skeptical look on her face, and she says she'll need to stay. She'll need to stick around.
I actually didn't have an intention of doing that. I was.
The absolute truth and nothing but the truth.
Well, it was the truth. That was like, well, all the holy and good people. While the good people were here, she wasn't gonna do it. Like, she was gonna wait for everyone to turn their backs before she went over here again.
All right. Okay, so
Do we need to go further, Ellen?
so she would say that there's only one section left to explore, and she would lead you all southward with her extremely bright glowing mace leading the way. And you would all find a small group of survivors in an alcove south of here. Yep.
Which way?
As we're
Oh,
walking, you
all
see
the way down.
Bill like
Okay.
trying to spin his cleaver in the hand that's slowly dusting away, and it keeps
Oh,
dropping.
God. Oh no! His basic motor functions.
Down here in this alcove, there are a trio of survivors, huddled up in the
She has-
corner.
She's concentrating on detect survivor.
Detect survivor, nice. And after that, she would gather them up, keep them behind her, make sure nothing can harm them, and then she would lead you westward. I'm sorry, eastward.
I was gonna say, where are we going?
Where are we
Is there a
going?
secret door?
Deeper.
She walks over to a door, puts her hand on it, and it spins open. We keep going. Do we still have our gaggle of people, by the way?
No, they
No,
were
we-
left in the chamber.
God, this place is a maze. Ooh, more people. Oh
Those-
no,
those are the
somebody
same people.
teleported.
She dimension doored all of
Yeah,
them. over.
yeah. The DM doesn't have to follow the corridors.
No.
John, I would recognize this point. Pretty much this is kind of where I came in, isn't it?
You actually, there's only one way in, and it's the way that everyone else came in. It's back up here, that big staircase to the north.
And I would recognize that from like where I was hiding out.
Right, you would recognize the passage that you
That's
just
like
came through,
here.
this up here, you would recognize that as where you came in, yes.
Perfect. I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk back up there, remembering that there was that sword in here.
Yeah.
Just kind of grab it, put it on my backpack.
The one he
Wouldn't
tried
give it-
gaslighting Valafon into thinking wasn't there.
Oh, gaslighting and lying are two different things.
Yeah, it was very clear that I saw it.
No, yeah, that's because like he saw it and he's like, it's not there. That's not the sword's not there. I did think.
Oh, has the sword already been found?
No, you got it.
So,
You got it.
so
Okay,
as
I
he,
couldn't
as he
remember if
walks,
we had,
so I'm still concentrating on detect magic. Is that sword magical?
Valafon, you get a weird sense from it. Ellen would tell you the story of... Did somebody already tell you the story of how the sword came to be there?
No.
Nope.
So as you approach with it, Ellen would kind of glance towards you, little bit of a disapproving look on her face. And she would kind of nod and say, I guess trying times do call for desperate measures. If anyone was going to take it, it should be now. She kind of walks up and she waves a hand in front of the barrier, makes a perfectly sized arch in it for everyone to step through.
Althea and
Bill
Nicola,
will,
get through here.
Bill will kind of scoff
is-
at her. For a woman who thinks I'm dying, she sure has a hard set of morals all of a sudden.
So what was the? They opened it up for us. Okay.
Yes,
Y'all can pass through now.
but now you're trapped.
Oh yeah.
Trapped inside, right? But Ellen
Get
would
him.
go on to tell you the story of how that sword came to be there as you're all kind of traveling further into the catacombs. She would tell you that many years before the companion appeared in the sky, a young red dragon was making life miserable for the residents of El Terrell, eating livestock, burning crops, demanding tribute. And then one day, a scruffy-looking, unarmored woman wielding this sword strode into town without saying a word and just attacked the creature, hacking it down with mighty swings. Before the stunned creature could fly away, she had slain it. A startled and overwhelmed populace rushed towards the woman to thank and reward her for her bravery, and as they approached, she simply fell dead. No wounds on her body, no sign that she had been struck. The unknown woman was laid to rest in this special place in the cathedral, and her body has never decomposed, although she has been here for over 70 years. Her greatsword was placed at her side, and rumors suggest that she was an incarnation of Torm, and that his essence filled the woman and inspired her to defeat the creature. It's never been confirmed, but the sword, while not possessing any specific properties, does radiate some sort of magical energy.
Thorm is who?
Torm. Torm is the god of justice, I believe. I will check real quick.
Which pantheon?
Forgotten Realms.
Yes. So Torm, known as the True and the Loyal Fury, was the god of duty, loyalty, and righteousness.
Yeah, Tyr is justice, I believe.
Has anyone attempted to bring her back before?
She shakes her head and says, no, it didn't seem right the way that she was presented. It's almost like she was meant to come and do what she did. No attempt to resurrect her has been made.
Okay. So we're all inside the big room now?
Yes, everybody is inside now. I'll take y'all in.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it
it
came
actu-
with you.
The wall, no, it follows me,
All right.
You
Reminding
group
me of
selection.
reminding me of my sins.
So there is over 100 people in this chamber. I think the fact that I had 100 tokens in here is what was slowing the map so incredibly down for everyone.
Just get like, are there any crowd tokens?
There
Like, you could have,
probably
like-
are. I actually didn't think of that. There almost certainly is. In fact, I probably own some.
Yeah, you could probably get like the 3x3 crowd tokens that just have a shit ton of people on them.
Right?
Yeah, if you really need to track that many people. Otherwise, you can just say, there's 100 people in here.
Right. That's exactly what I'm doing. Like there is 100 people in this room. They look pretty
The number
downtrodden.
of years I played D&D with not a single token or miniature ever. So,
See, before I switched to online, like I was still extremely visual. Like I spent hours upon hours making physical battle maps and all that kind of stuff. Like
I started doing that too in the in the 90s and stuff, but
For me,
I
it
played
was-
all of the 80s.
it was during the start of the panini. Like I just had so much time on my hands. Like my job was paying me to stay home, so I was just like, I'm just gonna make like all the terrain and all the battle maps.
Is there a reason that this torch is out?
It's just
Oh,
not lit
okay.
properly. All right, everyone. So as Ellen approaches and greets her mother, a very heartfelt reunion between the two of them Rhea, still darkly quiet. We'll go ahead and take our break. And whilst we do that, you all can level up to 6.
Yay.
Yep.
That I can.
As soon as your long rest is over, Ellen would approach you and say that she asked for the means to help you, and she would cast a Greater Resto on you.
Nice. I don't think. Greater Restoration, get rid of curses too? Or does it have to be removed?
I thought I read, because I specifically looked and made sure that Ellen had the slots appropriate. So if it's remove curse, then
I mean, I'm not going to complain here.
Right.
I'm just
I
making sure.
specifically looked ahead of time to make sure that Ellen could actually do this, because she's a cleric, so she's a spells prepared
She should
class.
be able to.
Yeah,
And I think remove curse is what, a 4th level slot or 5th level slot?
I think it's only
Third.
Even better. So she
Yeah,
should
so
have
she would get remove curse and use that.
either way. All right. Perfect. I will take it. But
I
no
think
hit
we'd-
points because it was after long rest.
According to all the people who know, Greater Restoration and Remove Curse will both remove Mummy Rot.
Okay.
Greater Restoration will require a diamond, though.
Right.
You guys don't
Remove
have a bunch of
Curse.
diamonds?
Remove Curse is the cheaper option.
We do. We'd just rather, not. Like,
Go ahead.
no, that was all. Sorry.
I was just saying, so at the
Yeah,
start of
we-
the session, then here I kind of take this sword after realizing that it's Torm and everything, and I kind of nudge Kroll and I'm like, look at this garbage, all weak gods, and I just toss it off to the side of the room.
Okay.
He's not well versed in his history. Doesn't understand.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Krill, whenever Bill's talking about Groomsh, that is the orc god.
Oh,
Groomsh,
okay.
Groomsh One Eye.
You don't
Okay.
necessarily have to know about him.
Yeah, you don't
but
necessarily have to know.
No, yeah, but Bill is very interested in him, so
And probably assumes that Kroll is too, as another fellow half orc. Kroll's just like, yeah, cool, bro.
With that sword, would it appeal to me, or?
But for all intents and purposes, Kroll, it appears to be a mundane greatsword.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good then.
So, while you are all resting, taking a much-needed break from the chaos that has been going on, is everyone done with their level ups? By the way.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Anyone get anything cool? Like new spells, all that good
I
stuff?
have a second attack.
Yeah. Did somebody level up Althea?
No, we're not going to level up.
No.
Althea.
okay.
We'll let Nate take care of that.
I wasn't sure if we knew what Nate wanted or
No,
whatever,
we
so
have not been informed, so it will be left
Oh
up
yeah,
to you.
they would be multi-classing, so we don't want to fuck them up.
Right.
Or not multi-classing, they get their subclass.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll go ahead and keep Althea out of any combats that happen moving forward. But we'll get to that in just a moment here. But
Just Eldritch Blast from.
see, that's likely what we'll do. We'll likely just have Althea hang out near the back lines and Eldritch Blast and all that good stuff. Okay, Bill, I gotta know why you keep adding athletics. It's not gonna respond to you.
I'm trying to make a macro that does my athletics skill check for me, and I
Okay.
can't figure it out. So I'm done now. That was my last try.
I'm just messing.
My suggestion to you is switch to D&D Beyond with Beyond 20 plugin.
I can't do it. Can't do it. Anywho, yeah, I'm done. I'll play with it after hours when we're not
All
done
right.
with this.
I was just curious. I just keep seeing
It's driving me
athletics.
crazy.
All right.
Why won't
So,
you respond to me?
oh no. All right. So everyone, after your much needed rest, during that whole time that everyone was resting, Faria and Ellen, Faria being the elder, Ellen being the cleric who's been helping you all, you would overhear them talking, and they would inform you all that Ulder has gone to the Grand Cemetery. Feria already mentioned that Ulder had gone some many hours ago. They expected him back. But what Feria didn't know, and what Ellen is telling you now, that Ulder knew of something that was at that cemetery, and something that made the the surge of undead pouring from the place even more concerning. And with that, Rhea would say the helm, and then Ellen and Feria would nod as Rhea mentioned that, and Rhea would turn towards you all and say the helm of Torm's sight. It's supposedly an ancient and powerful relic gifted to us by none other than Torm himself centuries ago. If Ulder believes that it's been mishandled, or she kind of hesitantly says defiled in some way, then recovering it is of the utmost importance. And Feria says would agree and say that that is the main reason that Ulder went to the Grand Cemetery, was to see if he could recover that before it fell into the wrong hands.
How long ago did he leave?
She says now it would have been about 16 hours ago that he left, almost a day.
So he left just before we arrived.
A few hours, right? A few hours before you arrived.
And it would take, what, an hour to get to where he was going?
She said that he left with a pretty large contingent of soldiers, so it may have taken him longer to get there, moving with such a large group.
Looking at who's here, I'd say he left with all of your soldiers.
She nods and says that he thought Ellen up to the task of defending the place.
Muscle-brained idiot.
Well, they were correct. I mean, I don't think anything getting past this stuff. How long did this last, by the way?
You would have seen Ellen going back to them every couple of hours and kind of refreshing the magic.
Unsustainable then.
She says a
Probably.
cleric with sufficient power could keep it going as long as they have breath. Looks at Layden, nudge, nudge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have 2 clerics now.
Was the mom not a cleric?
She is an acolyte.
Mm-hmm. Training under her daughter.
The fountain here, holy water, yes.
She nods and she says she's not sure how much longer it's going to continue serving this purpose. The tunnels that fed it are... She looks down and says, well, last I saw, there wasn't much beneath us anymore. Tunnels that fed it... Well, Ellen kind of looks around. Why don't I show you? And she kind of steps over towards the fountain, kneels down and presses in a couple stones, and the floor begins to slowly drop away into a staircase, leading down into a secret tunnel.
Where does this go?
She says it used to lead out of the city, and I suppose it still does.
We're a long way up in the air right now.
Just don't worry, I won't let you fall. And then she heads down into the tunnel.
Follow.
I will fill my flask with holy water.
Solid.
Yeah,
So,
before we
do the
leave
same.
here, permanently, I plan on. I have 3 empty flasks that used to be healing potions
Nice.
that I'm filling up.
Well, we don't know when it will well up. We should probably do it now.
Okay. So
DM, did you see my message?
No?
In chat?
In Discord chat or Roll20 chat?
No. Roll 20.
No, the last thing I see from you is that she won't see this, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Sorry. I'll just message you on Discord then. But we can continue heading down.
Okay. All right, so you all are filling up your flasks with holy water and whatnot.
Yep. And I already had 2 flasks of holy water,
Nice.
so
Convenient.
now I have 5.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I go down the tunnel.
All right. So, the tunnel continues to lead away, dark at first, until a red glow begins to emanate from the far end. Ellen continues walking down, and it continues brightening, and the sound of just an absolute cacophony of howls, various types of vaguely humanoid and other animalistic screams, weapons clashing, massive explosions echoing throughout this corridor as you all make your way down, until Ellen turns a corner, and on almost a platform at the exit of this tunnel, wide enough for all of you to gather on, the ground drops away in front of you all. And you can see it's almost like Elturel has been turned into this inverted mountain floating above. What you all can see now is the river Styx. Directly below Elturel, hundreds of feet below, there is a massive battle underway. Legions and legions of devil armies are in neatly lined up formations marching towards the river Styx, and out from that river pours a seemingly endless horde of demons, misshapen, twisted creatures pouring out of the river and clashing against the ordered ranks of the devil forces. Ellen looks over towards you and points down, and she says, I think this is why they haven't finished the job up here yet. She kind of just looks down. She says, I just wanted you all to see just what we're up against. And as she's looking down there, Ellen says, do you see her? And
Who?
as she says that, a massive explosion rocks the battlefield. Ball of fire erupts into the air. You can almost feel the heat, even all the way up here from that massive explosion. And out of it strides a huge armored angel. Black wings, one arm missing. She strides through the battle, mowing down demons in her wake. Almost with a joyful enthusiasm, she wades into the ranks. And as you watch, she lets out another triumphant cry, and another massive explosion surrounds her. And she says, her.
I will not say her name in her domain.
So, who do they appear to be fighting between? Demons?
Demons and devils. It is the Blood War.
The Blood War.
Ah.
And I'm not gonna. But Valathon doesn't say it, but I'm saying Zariel.
I think her name is Zariel. She'll whisper that. To the priests in case they don't know.
I think they know.
Yeah, Ellen would just kind of nod. And she would say, it's strange luck. But strange luck that such a force began to pour from the river Styx the moment that we arrived here. But she looks up now and she says, the way that they're fighting up there, I think they're here because of us.
When we were up here, could we see this?
Oh yeah, that's the companion.
Oh,
He's there were like bolts of lightning coming from it. He said at one point.
It has gone jet black instead of letting out that radiant light that used to shine like a second sun up there, it has now gone pitch black and seems to absorb light. Strange purplish blue streaks of lightning striking out from it randomly.
Okay, that completely changes my perception of this image. I thought that was like the material plane, like in us being pulled into it, pulled down
No.
into Avernus. Yeah.
Nope,
Like it was
that's
just
even
like
worse.
a literal. Yeah.
All right. And with that, you all feel a jerk. Can everybody make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Oh my gods. None of us have Featherfall. Please. Here we go. Oh, okay. Does Althea need to make one? Ooh.
So
Um.
the ground trembles beneath all of your feet, and it heaves for a brief moment. You can see all around, drifting away down towards the ground, these chains seem to just yank downwards. The chains that bind Elturel to Avernus all just seem to yank downward in one violent motion. The city is dropped another several dozen feet towards the city, and just as that happens, Althea begins to lose her feet for a moment, tips forward, almost goes over the edge, but Ellen reaches out a hand and grabs onto her armor just in time to pull her back.
We should step back.
And with that, yep, Ellen says, we should probably head back now. I just thought that you all would want to see what's happening down there right now.
We see Bill kind of tip his hat up. Well, boys, we're in a bit of a clusterfuck here. This is not a good situation.
I have a bad feeling we're going to get a closer look than this. We need to find Lord Ravengard, is that his name?
Yeah.
He's been gone too long. Either him and all of his soldiers are dead, or they are trapped by one of the hunting parties of the devils. And of course, we've also seen some demons flying through the air that the one guy on the flaming horse was hunting. I think we need to go find him. He's been gone too long. These people are going to need him.
All right. So, you all are still down in the High Hall catacombs. Ellen says that she, along with Layden and her mother, can keep an eye here. What do y'all want to do?
Do we have a destination again?
Yeah, where's the cemetery? Is that this here?
Indeed.
Ah, yes. Everything else looks like houses. Is this like a bluff here with constricted access up?
It's down. You all are at the highest point of the
down.
city right now.
We're at the highest point. Okay, so,
How steep is this?
Pretty steep.
how far down?
So like I die if I try jumping down.
Like if we used ropes, I mean, are we talking, 50
it's
feet of rappelling down, or are we talking several hundred feet?
It's traversable, I would say, with climbing gear.
I mean, guys, why don't we just take the road?
Yeah,
and
just
walk
go
around?
around.
Like, there's just
Yeah,
like
I
a
was-
little-
okay,
like,
yeah,
there's a
let's
road
just-
right here.
yeah.
Like,
I was
Let's just call it
checking to
that,
see if
so.
it was I was checking to see if it was worth the effort to go down and stay, but yeah, we'll just
You sure,
I
guys?
say,
You don't
Bill's
want to
like,
jump?
I ain't going down there. I'm just gonna take the road. I'll meet you guys over there.
You sure, guys? You don't want to try jumping off this side and see if we can land on this narrow platform? Have we? Never mind. Yeah, we can probably just go this way.
Yeah. I always forget the keys to do that.
Oh, this part does not look fun over here.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have a very good time over here.
Go down and then to the left, I think. Yeah, that's the shortest route. Yep, that's our route. I agree with that.
Alright.
Is anyone else in our tow at the moment?
Ray is with you all. Lulu is with you.
Was Ellen staying behind, I assume?
Ellen says she showed no intention of following you all. Do you all want to ask her to accompany you?
I think for now, it's better that she stay with the non-combatants.
She made no move to follow you.
Yeah. May change my mind about asking her if we can get some soldiers back there. Especially with being able to leave Layden behind to help as well.
Yeah, I think one, she should be here, but also having her safe under High Hall, relatively safe, ensures that if we do need to have a curse removed, she will be here.
I was gonna say, I feel like we should leave the cleric where she's safe, so if we need her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Speaking
can't
from
remove our own
experience, as a
curses.
personal preference, you know. But what was it? 8,500 feet's like what? Like a mile and a half or something, isn't it?
Cleric's one of the only classes that I've actually spent a full campaign being a player as. So like they're one of the only classes that I actually like know how to play properly. All right.
Yeah, that's how I feel about druids at the moment.
Yeah, so like almost 2
2
miles. So we
miles.
could crush that out in like what? Half an hour, 45 minutes. We'll be there in no time.
Yeah, as long as we don't get
Trampled.
We'll start skipping down the road.
Who would
combat
like to
down.
roll
Yeah.
the d20?
Oh god.
Wow,
is
roll
Oh
one.
god.
Is it the potential combat encounter D20? Wait,
I got it.
before-
High is bad. High is bad.
Before we
Here we
leave.
go.
I already rolled it.
It's been rolled. Let's see a d10.
Avernus
just gonna
rolls
say-
right out from this guy.
I was just gonna say before we
boy.
leave, I wanted to do something. Before we leave, please. One. Did you get my message that time comment?
I did.
By the way. Okay. Do we want to go stealthily? Everyone. I can ensure our stealth if we'd prefer.
Well, I mean, metagaming, I don't think it matters.
No. I mean, the rolling was just for what happens on your way there. So that's decided. What you all do to mitigate that, you can still do. You haven't technically left the High Hall yet.
Yeah, we can stay stealthy and
Oh, why
hide from
not?
whatever we just rolled. So
Speaking
is
of
that
that,
yes?
how do I make my weapons silver? By the way, does anyone know?
You have to be somewhere that is capable of silvering them for you.
I think.
Oh, you also said, did you update your armor, by the way? I remember
Me?
I remember you mentioned that you didn't have the armor that you wanted. It was only leather.
Yeah, I did that
But-
all last session before this session.
Okay, good. Okay.
And you have the braces of defense now, right?
Yeah.
Anakala? Okay.
Almost all of my, regardless of my shape, my AC is basically almost always 18.
Nice.
Awesome.
Solid. Okay.
Oh, I'm ready.
I mean, stealth is always good, so I'm never going to turn down stealth as long as you think you have the spell slot to spare.
Yeah. So, I do want to retroactively mention something at this point because I forgot to say it. Anna, just like, she didn't put her leathers back on. There is now like a slight layer of like, I guess, mold covering her entire body, except like her face. because that'd be weird. But
that's the weird part.
Nothing
Okay,
else
cool.
about
cool.
Ancola is weird, so.
That's where the line gets drawn. Is mole on the face. All right, good to know.
yeah. So basically every other part of her body is covered in like a thick layer of mold, which seems to protect her without needing armor.
Nice.
Um,
God.
likewise,
You get an artist to get a
it
hold of
also
this party at some point.
yeah, likewise, her armor now her armor and shield now like cleaned from the holy fountain. She would have before finishing the long rest, she would have like approached like a random, I don't know, a child somewhere and been like, you need these more than me, and give them the studded leather and the shield to like, I don't know, their brother or something.
Nice.
Yeah, nowhere to get money for it. Might as well give it to someone else, I guess. Yes. And now that we agreed to be stealthy, she will kind of do a few gestures with her now very open hands, which is amazing for spellcasting. I hated holding a shield. And she'll all the dust in the room will start to pick up and kind of swirl around them, cleaning up any tracks they make, and ensuring softer feet falls.
Okay.
And I cast Pass Without Trace.
All right. And as you are all stealthed and made less detectable to everything around you, you exit from the High Hall, exit from the main cathedral. It doesn't appear that anyone else has made their way here, fiend, foe, or otherwise. And as you all turn to leave through the main gate, the main one that you entered in through, you turn the corner and sitting, tongue out, panting on the stairwell in front of you all, at the top of that staircase where you fought those hellhounds, is a jet black direwolf, rather large.
Ghost!
There is a little note pinned to his chest, kind of just scrunched up and pinned there. And it reads in a scrolling script, "Very sorry. Had to leave. This place is unpleasant. But I brought your dog back, so we're even." And it's signed.
Yeah.
And it is signed. Oh my god, I forgot his name.
What's with a T?
Traxigor, thank you. It is signed Traxigor, that little otter who brought you here and then promptly left. So you've all got your direwolf back, and just as a quick thing, normally I don't allow pets to be injured, but as Ghost is a combatant, if he does get into combat, he does run just as much risk as the rest of you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he
Bill
can't
standing in the
damage
back, like
half the
looking
stuff
around.
here.
Nudges
Luckily-
Kroll, like, what is up with all these pets? Holy crap, we got so many people in this group.
Oh yeah, we
Uh,
have.
Just wait.
Yeah, we
Oh,
had
no.
more.
What's coming?
We had more before. We had to get rid of a couple.
Okay, so
Ghost has
Ghost
his
is
what,
no
like-
longer a mastiff. Ghost is now a direwolf.
Woo! Yeah, since he was also carrying, I think four saddles on him that are all incredibly heavy, so I couldn't have been carrying them. But he did four what are they called? Exotic saddles, and she's just going to ride him with them. Nice.
Okay.
Well, let's go.
Yep. All right, everybody. So, on the path towards the Grand Cemetery, makes some pretty good headway, making it around several of the blocks. Again, the fighting here seems to have died down quite considerably. Most of the fighting now that you can hear is coming from far below. But as you make it to this intersection here, you see a charred humanoid corpse in the middle of the street. It's clutching a longsword in hand. It glints brightly in the sun. It is in the light of Avernus. Very clearly a silvered longsword.
Huh. Convenient. Butcher. What is? You were the butcher. Butcher. Do you?
Bill.
make
Bill
you-
the butcher.
Bill, as you hear him yell.
Right, butcher. Would you like this? Would this sword be useful to you?
I mean, yeah, why not? It's an
uh,
ugly blade, but we'll make use of it.
Has anyone approached the body yet?
I'm
I'll
walking
do
right
that.
up to it.
Okay. As you do, you hear a popping noise from somewhere.
Of course I do.
Ooh.
Of course you do. You
It's
make
never
a,
that easy.
need you to make a dex save.
I was like, what
Alright.
did I get myself into? Danger sense.
Danger
Calling it
sense.
right now.
1 second.
Oh no.
Oh, well,
Danger
wait,
sense.
I don't have access to. Could I have access to Ghost's token now that we're like? Yeah. I just realized I don't actually have access to it. And I'd be writing him, so I assume I just use his dex save.
We will say that it'll take a couple animal handling checks to allow you to officially use Ghost as a mount, training and whatnot. So some time and
Oh,
some
right.
animal handling checks to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll both of them then.
Okay.
We would have just walked up together.
She is active. Just Bill is the only one that needed to make that dex save.
Oh, okay.
Unless you were also approaching the body.
I would have, yeah.
Okay. So, the both of you hear these popping sounds. And then a gout of flame erupts around the body. And Bill... Okay, it's less than average. You do take 11 fire damage. And Akola, you would take half of that.
5.
Yum.
The body
Wow.
got shoved a little bit off to the side, but it's still where it was laying.
Hold back, everybody. And I send a mage hand to pick up the sword and bring it to Bill.
Sword's technically a little too heavy for a mage hand, but I will... You can only exert 5 pounds of force.
I got a better one. So Bill then, as the explosion is going off, picks up the sword, and just starts walking away, all charred up.
Just the sword?
Okay. That's fine too.
I mean, I took hella damage, so I might as well play it out. As his clothes are slightly burning, and Emberini pulls out a piece of beef jerky. That was not a very good idea, and keeps walking towards the graveyard.
You're getting the brunt of it, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, I will
And-
note, by the way, everyone has 5 good berries.
Well, Bill's gonna eat them immediately.
Wait, I 4 good berries, 4 good berries. I only have 2 spell slots at the end of the long rest. Normally I have 80 good berries. This is so sad.
Where is it?
I'll make the first animal handling check for trying to sit on top of Ghost, by the way.
Okay, and we'll do it during short or long rests.
Oh, my bad.
I will let you crit the first time. though.
Okay, thank you.
Sean,
There it
it's
is.
a longsword, you said?
Yes, it is a silvered longsword. So, taking the longsword and then walking away, the charred body still in the middle of the road. Are you all leaving it?
I mean, I'll look at it. I mean, I'm right there getting burnt up. Can I investigate?
How close do we have to be before it burnt us?
Well, the gout has ended. The blast of flame shot up into the air, moved the body just a bit, and then stopped. So it's no longer flaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll investigate him now that I'm taking the sword too. Why not?
Okay, go into investigation.
I would have been helping you out. I was right there.
So as you're going over the body, it does have a pack on it.
Oh boy. Is that gonna blow
And
up too?
as you remove that pack, you all hear the
Totally.
first signs of that popping sound again Although this time you're
Oh,
ready
Can
God.
I
for it.
can I slide a hands, removing the
We're in
pack?
the fire swamp.
So you are able to get that pack off and move out of the way of the second gout of fire, just as it chars that body just a little bit more for y'all.
Those assholes.
And Carl, your face spirit is all good to go if you want to start putting in your proficiencies and everything. It's in the player section.
I see it. Thank you very much.
Yep. Its token should be all set up and everything too. But inside of that pack is a strange blue liquid inside of a jar. It is certainly a potion of some kind. Although the coloration of it is strange, it almost looks like ice floating around in it.
Yeah, I'll just kind of dust that pack and put it over my shoulder and keep watching and deal with that for another time.
Can I take when he takes the potion out? I have proficiency in alchemist supplies. Can I take a guess at what it is?
Sure, make a straight intelligence check, or you can make a check using your alchemist supplies, either one.
All right. Nice. does anyone want to give me their session roll?
You'll be able to figure out
I'll
what it
give
is
it
at a
to
short
you.
rest when you get a chance to
All right.
spend some time with it.
All right. It's moving around too much for me to see.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So, what's the route you chose? Down this way?
we went-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and see one more d20 hit the board.
Ooh,
Somebody else gets to roll this one.
I'll do it.
So, you all do manage to make the rest of the way to the cemetery without too much trouble. Every now and then you see a random skeleton passing by, things of that nature. They seem to be kind of just wandering out of the graveyard. But eventually you do approach it, making your way to the gates of the Grand Cemetery, until the 10-foot high brass fence that once surrounded the cemetery is in front of you all. You can see that the fence has fallen in numerous places, and a wide gate allowing access to the grounds has been torn from its hinges rather violently. Twisted heaps of metal lying nearby that were once those gates. Severed humanoid body parts adorn the spikes atop the fence post, some of the body parts wriggling and writhing as if undead. The lightning overhead flashes, and these body parts twitch in concert with the lightning, almost as if they're connected to the companion itself. As you all step through the gates, you can see that the cracked gravestones and crumbling monuments are scattered across the cemetery grounds, whose center is occupied by a large chapel. You can see it out ahead, slightly raised up from the rest of the place. A chapel dedicated to Lathander, Torm, Helm, and Tyr. You can see a faint, almost purplish, fetid glow radiating from the place now. Elturel's Grand Cemetery was once a beautiful memorial to those who had passed into the realms beyond. Picturesque flowers and grass used to frame the graves here, statues and mausoleums. They were once respectful reminders of the dead. But as you all enter into the cemetery, those reminders serve much less of a purpose now, as all of the graves appear to have been excavated from within, the former residents crawling out. And as you look around, you can see the cemetery itself is crawling with undead. Dozens, if not hundreds of them, just that you can see out in front of you, wandering aimlessly, some running into each other, others running into gravestones, other such things. Rhea points ahead at that strange structure with the purplish glow and says, "If Boulder's here. That's where he went.
What a waste of undead. They're much more useful than this.
Head that way. Carefully. Do we still have the pass without trace affecting us?
How long did it take to get here?
Probably would have taken about an hour and a half. We'll call it an hour and a half since you dealt with the body and the grave and the spout.
Wait, so since we've dealt with what?
It has
the
been an
body-
hour
yeah,
and a
the body
half.
with the-
It has been an hour and a half since you left the
Yes.
High Hall.
Okay, we definitely don't have it then. Do we need it? Do we want it again?
I don't know.
I will say this. As you're all deliberating, kind of waiting to decide if you're going to enter or if you're going to head farther in, one of the zombies, some of you may have been watching it, but Rhea points and says, that one has been walking towards us since we showed up here. And it just continues walking towards you all. And then past you.
And
Into
just
the
keeps
city.
on walking.
Oh.
Just keeps on walking. Bumps into a wall across the street from you. And just starts in place walking as if there's completely stopped by the wall, but still trying to walk into it and through it.
With my knowledge of undead, could I make like an insight check to see why
I
they
would
might be doing
say
this?
this would be an Arcana check for you, Anacola, since you're trying to suss out the necromantic properties at work here.
Could I have advantage because I'm a necromancer?
Yeah, actually.
Hey, okay.
These undead have been raised, but they have not been given instruction.
Oh. Oh, I think that's temporary. I think they don't need instruction after a while.
Yeah.
Or is that a wrong assumption?
I'm assuming
that's
whatever
kind of-
is raising them will eventually give them instruction.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, I'd suggest maybe don't hit them because that might override whatever instructions they need. Let's head to where Raven
Galifon, as you were saying that, Rhea, you look over and Rhea's got her sword in one. She
Oh,
slowly
okay.
pulls it out. The zombie just walks past her.
After she stabs it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
yeah. Okay.
I think.
Tally ho.
Eventually, we might want to, walk at this with some intestines around our necks. But for now, we should be fine.
Yeah. Head to that. You said purple glow?
Glow at the center of the cemetery. So.
It's a trap, but let's go.
Okay. So, as you all make your way through the cemetery, could everybody please make perception checks for me? As you kind of watch around, make sure that none of these undead are making any hostile actions towards you, anything like that.
Ooh, bye-bye. I see things.
Anacola, as you're all making your way through, you notice that... Let me go ahead and get some for Lulu and Rhea and all them too, real quick.
I think that's my fifth net 20.
Yeah.
So you're crushing it, and I'm over here rolling these 3s, 2s, and 4s the whole night.
Rhea and Lulu.
I've been rolling 3 dice for all my attacks, and I haven't crit once.
Oh, God.
Okay, nice. So, Anacola, you are the first to notice that among these shambling undead, farther off in the distance, something catches your eye. A large creature standing a full head and shoulders taller than even the tallest of zombie or skeleton wandering around this place. And instead of wandering aimlessly, running into things, you're watching as this massive humanoid skeleton is walking around, and you see it pick up one zombie and just throw it out of its way because it was directly in its path. And it turns and begins surveying the area. This massive creature, as it turns its head towards you, has the head, or rather the skull, of a bull on its shoulders.
Ooh.
It's very
Oh, no.
obviously scanning around the graveyard. Its movements are much more methodical, much more intentional than the zombies and other undead that are around it. It continues its path around the graveyard, several dozen feet out ahead of you now. But as you notice this creature, Anacola, with your 27, you do notice that there are several more of these wandering around the graveyard, much more deliberate in their movements, almost as if they're searching, patrolling the area. Closest one to you is about 100 feet off.
Is there any inclination as to what they're
so
searching
have
for?
any of them locked eyes with me? So wait, sorry. Have any of them locked?
None
eyes
of them
with
have
me?
locked eyes with you. None of them have seemed to have noticed you yet.
There are minotaurs here. I think. Shit, actually. Are there like any crowds of like zombies or skeletons in here, or is there only like sporadic around the area?
Make an investigation check.
Good stuff. Oh, that's perception. Okay. I'm much better at seeing things when I'm looking at them.
Than trying to like figure things out.
Yeah, because I just wanted to know like how many skeletons there were. Like,
There's a lot.
If they're grouped.
There's a
together
lot.
or
You
not.
can't really spot any large enough clusters to potentially hide in or anything like that, though.
Is there any minotaur on our way, like to our destination, to the purple glow?
I will say an insight check would be able to determine their route.
Oh, like if they would pass through there.
Right.
Okay.
Their movements are very methodical. They're obviously following some sort of path, and from what you're seeing, there are gaps in their routes. They overlap one another very specifically, very intentionally, in circles going throughout the cemetery. You do suss out, though, that there are momentary gaps, no more than a few dozen seconds at a time, where the path directly in front of you does clear up.
I love these specimens of
Yeah.
specimens against nature and everything. However, I would
Let's
not want
move.
to be in their path.
Spot a gap and go.
Pass without a trace.
And
Good
she'll-
call. Good call.
Yeah, sure.
Let's get a stealth check from everybody.
Yeah, she'll guide everyone towards the gap that she saw.
Yep. And using guidance on myself. So 32.
Why did it say heavy armor? I'm wearing medium armor, ain't I?
Oh, let me get your shirt.
Is it-
Let me
it
get
doesn't-
your...
it's
Oh,
not
is it?
disadvantage,
Oh,
it's just
sorry,
help
you switched to half plate, didn't you?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't get a disadvantage to
Oh, yeah,
stealth checks.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Does half
Oh,
plate
wait,
still give
wrong roll.
disadvantage on stealth?
Let's check.
No, it doesn't.
It does not. So
I
why
rolled the wrong thing.
customize?
There isn't a difference between this and my other thing, so I can go with the 13, or I can roll the actual stealth. But
Okay, yeah, we'll just keep the 13. You're
Okay.
using half plate.
Yeah.
Nope. I was wrong. It is disadvantage. I think
Okay.
breastplate is no. Which one do I have?
Yeah.
yeah, half plate is
Yep,
the 15.
I'm the same. So, Kroll.
Yeah,
Okay.
half plate's the 15 plus 2.
Okay. So we do in fact have a 5, a 20, or these all get 10, right? So a 15, a 30, 32 for Valifon, a 23, a 13, and now we need to get Lulu, Althea, and Rhea in there.
And this is a group check, so we only need to mostly pass, right?
Okay, so 21 for Lulu.
Oh wait, my boy. Here we
A
go.
20 for Rhea.
Oh,
Rhea just,
that's
I mean,
whispered.
Althea just needs to not hard fail this, and it'll be good.
Also, Ghost got a 30.
Perfect.
It was a whispered roll, but I'll fix it.
14 from Althea.
She's heavily armor too, so it was disadvantage.
So you did manage to spot the gap in their pattern, which makes the DC lower.
So what was our average roll?
Can somebody calculate the average for me? While I find their passive perception.
Or are we just doing the as long as most of us pass, we're good?
Right, we just need the average to be over their passive. And
Oh, okay.
Figuring it
Anacola,
out now.
congratulations. I just looked at it, and no matter what, because of Anacola's pass without a trace, you are guaranteed to beat their passive, as it is only a 9.
Ah.
What?
So, okay, so I can stop calculating.
Yeah, you can stop calculating. There's no way they would have noticed you.
Why are these motherfuckers the one that are surveying the area?
Because they're cheap.
Because they're cheap, right? Okay.
The dead cost nothing.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, they're looking around, but they're like looking at the dirt a bit intently, and they're like, yeah. So we just run forward. All our tracks concealed by the dust that swerves around and cleans up everything as we walk by, and we
Yep.
make it to the purple thing.
Fantastic.
Hooray, we're at the purple thing.
Give me just one moment, everybody. Totally not putting everybody on a map. I lied. I was putting you on a map. Okay, I just gotta fix Ghost's token here real quick, as he is a big boy now.
Woo.
And I will give control. Okay, control is open, and I just gotta make sure he's not whispering rolls anymore.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. And last thing, make this his new token. Remove, yes. Use selected token. Perfect. Okay, everybody. So, in front of you, you can see carved pillars resembling heroes of Elturel's past. Each one of these large pillars here in front of you. So, carved pillars resembling heroes of Elturel's past decorate this white marble patio leading up to the main chapel in front of you. The dark mahogany door here, oh, there we go, is gently ajar. You can see broken glass laying all over the place. Shattered stained glass, to be exact.
At a door.
That is a door. It is slightly ajar.
Oh yeah, Lulu without screaming the whole time.
Oh, by the way, everyone,
Oh God, what did I do?
somebody mentioned
news.
Lulu is what you did.
Uh-oh. Bad
I gave her the
news,
beef jerky to
everyone.
keep her quiet.
Did she level up as well?
She did. She did
Oh.
indeed. Give me
Oh,
just
that's good.
one moment.
Yay.
And I have to check and make sure I'm not. Okay.
Okay, so it is good news, everyone.
It is good news, everyone. So, Lulu has regained her spellcasting. Although, as of right now, all that she has is once a day use of Bless and Cure Wounds. Furthermore, could somebody please roll a d6 for me? Okay. Bill, as you hand Lulu that beef jerky, her eyes widen and she begins to munch on it, which is a little bit weird for an elephant to be eating beef jerky, but we'll get past that.
Well,
And
she's not really an elephant.
but
Well,
her
I kind of
eyes.
look at her and I like
Go ahead.
do the happy eyebrows, and I'm like, yeah, dwarvish meat, delicious. I know.
She
Start walking
says,
away.
I remember. She looks at it and she starts like picking at it and like, yeah, the soldiers used to carry this. They used to love it so much when we traveled in here. Oh, I was happy. Now I'm sad. I remember.
You remember?
I remember my last few moments with Zariel. She's gone, the Zariel I knew. Replaced by a devil with a halo of fire and vengeance. This is who I am, she told me. When demons die, they cry out my name in terror. Those were the last things she said to me. Thank you for the beef jerky.
Bill, like, very awkwardly, like, pats the head. This is clearly not his forte. He's
She immediately
there.
bum rushes you with a tiny Lulu hug.
Oh.
So
Just kinda stand there
apparently,
awkwardly.
hatred can contaminate anything.
Rhea is standing out in front of the door, staring at the high hall, at the ossuary in front of her. She looks back towards you all with a very stern look on her face, and she says, "Are we going in or not?"
I'm going in.
This cathedral is a god to which god?
Many. Helm, Torm, Lathander, and there was one more.
None of them on the good list.
So,
Ebonstar
As-
peeks in the door and goes, "Eh!" And
make a stealth check for Ebonstar.
oh,
That's a +10.
I don't have my bat or my owl open. Hold on a second.
I almost have good stealth though. I think it's a +5, or maybe they have it. Maybe they have.
Yeah, but then he
expertise.
gets a natural 1 on it.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
So
So
a 14?
when I click on a monster thing, it goes through as well, yeah, so 14.
Okay.
So goes through as whisper only.
The fluttering from Ebonstar entering into the room draws some attention. A few piles of skeletons lie around on the floor, and as Ebonstar pops in, wings fluttering, one of them kind of looks up, looks around, but Ebonstar has just enough time to go back behind that door and not be seen. However, as soon as Ebonstar crosses that threshold, Krull, to your right, you can see the pillar next to you, once depicted. Well, it once depicted a hero. You can see the face of somebody somebody noble, somebody triumphant in battle, holding a weapon up high. And as you watch, that face begins to twist, its features elongating, fangs growing, horns protruding from the face. And then it slowly shifts back as if something is fighting over the form of this place, trying to warp the pillars and the imagery all around into something twisted. But something is fighting back against them. Valifon, you can see the same thing to your left. A woman with a mighty looking bow slowly transfiguring into this creature with like large bat-like wings and a serpent's body, then transfiguring back into the archer. And as you're all watching this, Kroll, that face begins to press out from the stone just a bit, and a purplish entity pushes through the rest of the way and reaches a hand out towards you.
I grab my sword.
Go through the door.
We're rolling initiative.
Never mind.
You're more than welcome to run through the door. But
Nope.
we are going to roll initiative.
That's what I'm talking about.
And you all see each one of these pillars, something pushes itself out from inside of it. Angry spirits beginning to fill the space in front of you all. And for this particular encounter, we are going to do one initiative for the shadows and one for the specters.
Hey Sean, can we retcon that long sword into being a rapier or something?
Was it?
Since I got rogue, I need finesse weapons.
You want the sword that you picked up to be a rapier?
Yes, please.
Sure, that's fine. Silvered rapier it is.
Thank you.
Rhea would have been right up in the front with all of you. Okay.
Nobody healed Bill.
Lulu, cast Cure Wounds. We'll say she would have done that just as soon as she found out she could.
Yeah, everybody needs to speak up if you're hurt.
Hey, I'm kind of hurt.
Bill,
As thanks for the jerky, she probably like.
right, as thanks for the jerky, that hug was a Cure Wounds for 12 points.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
I'll be fine.
Oh, it's Max.
There. We'll be okay. Yeah, it's Max Hela. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Akola, please be careful with Ghost. I really don't want to kill the dog. All right. All right, Valifon, you're up.
What better thing? Yeah, so I'm gonna start with bonus action Inner Blade Song, because there's a bunch of these guys and I want all the AC I can get. And there he is. Ebonstar will fly up here to give me advantage, and I will reach out with a chill touch at the hold on. Chill touch is cold, yes. Or is that necrotic?
Valifon, while you're doing that, does anybody have proficiency in religion?
Nope.
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 Nope, that's necrotic. I bet he's oh, good god, I have nothing but necrotic damage. Shocking Grasp.
Shocking grasp.
Oh, no boom.
Oh, no, Balthea is not proficient in religion either.
So,
Rhea?
Rhea?
She is, in
I feel
fact,
like
proficient in religion. Okay.
is Lulu proficient in religion?
That's a good question. She probably is. I need to get her and Rhea into the initiative, though.
Yeah, so I think I hit it for 7. I should have just...
Okay. Hit it for 7. The one next to you here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got it.
And I'm gonna risk the opportunity attack
Okay.
to move all the way to here.
16, Valifon.
Oh, that misses. And Evistar will be using his flyby to join me.
Okay.
Next.
Rhea looks around herself. You can see her concentrating on something. She's looking at the statues, at the pillars, racking her mind about something. Cannot for the life of her remember what it is about these pillars. Shakes her head, draws her sword, and steps up here. Seeing the undead creature, she's going to draw Iskaros from her back and say, "You listen to me, you piece of shit," and she's gonna start praising it, but laced with a lot of profanity.
Bill just has this wily smile. Yes, yes, feel the anger.
Here we go. What was Iskaros' DC? Does anyone remember offhand?
10, wasn't it? Or
I remember it wasn't super high. But player
Yeah, it's like
items.
10 or 11.
Iskaros, it is a DC. Oh my god, it's so high. It's a DC 15.
15.
oh,
Rhea fails.
Go, Rhea.
Yeah, swings Iskaros anyways. Misses. Misses. No, 12 does hit, so she does 1 slashing to this thing.
well, wouldn't it be 2? Or her strength mod also applies, and so does the +1 from the weapon.
That's a good question.
So it'd be 1 plus 1 plus
1
1 from the battle
plus-
axe strength mod. Wait, I just realized, does she not have a strength modifier? It's not adding to the battle axe. To her rolls, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not. You're right. She's just getting. That's weird. She's also not getting anything to her charisma. Oh, she has.
Yeah, I
No,
assume
she's
she
got a
has
0
that.
to charisma. Yeah, she
Yeah,
should
that's
have a. She should have a +1 attack, +5. Jeez, it's just not applied
Oh,
to
yeah.
Iskaros for some reason. Okay, I'll fix that.
Yep.
Yeah, so she should have a 7. So she should have a 19 and a 17 for 2 of her attacks.
Okay, we'll swing back around to Rhea, but we will go ahead and up that damage just a bit. Okay, what is What is Ghost going to do?
Whimper and run away. He has 50 feet of movement speed. He runs over there.
All right.
Actually, he'd go right there where we can see him, but he's also far enough away from these things.
Brings us to the specters. All right, here they come.
Ghost also dodges.
So, you all see down to the south. One of the specters drifts out from the pillar and away from you all. The rest of them begin to close on you.
runner.
50 feet of movement.
Oof.
So much for being swift.
Okay. The first one, 50-50 between Rhea and Kroll. We'll say Rhea since she attacked it already. Reaches out an incorporeal hand towards Rhea. Places it directly onto her chest. And you can see Rhea squint against the pain of it, and she is making a Constitution saving throw and failing quite heavily, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Rhea takes 8 points of necrotic damage, and her hit point maximum is reduced by 8.
Fuck.
The next Spectre is going to reach a hand out towards Anacola.
Ooh.
Anacola, it's only a 6 to hit you.
Oh, yeah, that misses.
Valifon, that is also only a 6. Jeez. Rhea's just getting the short end this entire session today. That is going to bring us to Kroll.
I mean, my AC is currently 21, so
Okay, yeah. They're still capable of hitting you, but
yeah. But
certainly not
Alright.
easy. Does anybody have a hard
Kroll.
cutoff time tonight? We very well could end up going over by a little bit.
I'm
Oh
good.
no, that's fine.
Should be fine.
All right, Kroll.
All right, so Kroll is going to attack with Moon Touch.
That's a hit.
Would trip attack do anything against? I mean, it would do extra damage, but would it be able to trip a Spectre?
You can certainly try.
Probably not. Yeah, let's try, I guess. Let me superiority die.
Kroll, I will say this thing does not have legs. It floats. And you just saw 2 of them literally just fly across the field towards your friends. So it's safe to say that you know they can't be tripped.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
can
thinking.
still do the extra damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
damage.
extra,
if you
extra
want to.
damage sounds good. So, or I can save it for later with these
Later.
other.
Yeah.
I think
I'll
they
just-
also have legs.
They don't have legs either. What are they?
Shadows.
Oh, shadows. Okay.
I love how
I
fucking
didn't hear
menacing
that.
that art is. It's such great art.
Yeah, but it
Terrifying.
only
These
did like
things-
8 points of damage to this one, and it's already yellow. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste it yet. So
They're hard to
just do
hit and have a
6.
lot of immunities, which is what makes balances their HP being so low.
yeah.
Okay.
okay, and then I will swing again. 15.
15 hits.
Okay,
Nice.
for 10.
Roll, that one vanishes in a puff of purple smoke.
Take that. And I will move down to this one right down here.
If you move
Just
to the
kinda
side of it, I can flank with you.
Oh,
If
I
you
was
move-
just gonna stand in its way so that it wouldn't come after you.
Oh.
But
Oh,
either way, what?
It is
Which would you rather
between
have?
it is between 2 squares, so I'll put it there.
all right. Yeah, I still can. I'd have to take an AOR to get to it now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Would you prefer me to stop there, or do you want me to go around?
No, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Or yeah, I'd have to.
Yeah. I don't
Lulu.
think
Lulu.
these things are gonna last long enough to.
Lulu, we need you to inspire us to hit all of them as much as we can.
Lulu
She's
lets
asking
out
for
a
blessing.
triumphant trumpet and says, "You can do it, friends!" And cast Bless.
Woo.
Oh, Lulu.
Read. I'm assuming at first level.
At first level, she can only do these once a day, everyone, so she has used her spells for the day.
And it's just for 4
Yep.
people, right?
Just 4
I think
people.
it's 3. Is
Who
it
does
4?
she
Up to
bless?
3, up to 3. So, who needs it most?
So,
I'll be
3 of
selfish.
us.
I want one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I make 2 attacks, but Valifon makes heavy attacks. So it's probably better for him to have it than me.
So Valifon, Bill, and who else? Probably Kroll.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Kroll or
yeah.
Rhea, if you want to. If Rhea makes it through this fight.
Rhea doesn't hit very. Like,
you
when
would.
she does
I don't know.
hit-
I don't know if anyone's been picking up on this, but you would all notice that Rey is becoming increasingly reckless.
Yeah, she's gonna take a level of barbarian.
Ah,
But in the meantime, she doesn't hit very hard, so I think she should go to crawl.
okay. Yep. So
Oh, shit,
Valifon, Bill, and Kroll are all blessed.
I forgot to rage.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You have
Well,
barbarian now.
intentional. So
Yeah, I already forgot. So, all right.
Okay. That's Lulu's turn. Bill.
I won't forget to rage. I'm totally raging. If I were to move here, I would be flanking.
Oh,
out
there's.
with
Oh
my
my God.
stuff.
Yes, there's Legend of Vox Machina ones now.
What? Rage?
Gifts, rage gifts. We have a new
Oh.
collection of Grog rage gifts.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah,
The
and
best
then-
ones are the Yasha rage gifts.
Yasha rage gifts are nice.
Since she kept on forgetting to do it.
Oh yeah, I love Ashley in play. She reminds me of so many of my friends when they play.
I'm testing something real quick. Ignore this roll.
So yes, I come around here, and then pulling out my shiny new butcher's knife, I'll try and hit it twice with extra attack.
Is that your rapier?
That is my new fancy.
I would
rapier.
imagine a rapier as being like a very long sharpening stick.
Yeah, like I didn't know what else to call it, so here we are.
Like a fillet knife.
Flay
Fillet knife
there
would
you
do
go,
it,
I'll
yeah.
use that.
Fillet knife.
I'm totally using my sessional inspiration.
No, you already have advantage.
I already have advantage, doesn't matter.
13 hits.
Oh, thank God. And then second attack. That should hit.
And just as a point of order, sneak attack is always the same type of damage that was originally dealt, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's 11. Okay. Bill, you managed to slay that one outright.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's my turn. Action, movement, and bonus action.
Cola.
All right. I think. Oh, also, could we roll for Althea so she can Eldritch Blast?
Oh, yeah, of course. My bad.
I'll go right here. Can just barely make it. And as I peer around the corner of this pillar, I will try and hit it over the head with my shillelagh.
Okay, we're going to drop Anacola in right after. We're going to drop Althea in right after you, Anacola.
All right. That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That is max magical damage of 12. And do I see? Okay, so do I see? I doubt the necrotic damage does anything.
It does not do any, but it does.
Oh, but nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Shadows
and
and
then-
Spectres, very weak. As
I
far as
can't-
HP goes. It's funny because, like, a room full of shadows is a legitimate challenge for, like, even, like, a 15, like, a level 15 party. Like, a room full of shadows is still... But, yeah, but
oh,
relatively low
100%,
HP.
Yeah, as long as we all have magical weapons, they're very easy to deal with. But if we don't, if even like 2 of us don't, it's terrifying.
Right. And there's a... I don't want to spoil anything for everybody, but there's a module where at level... I think it's level 9 the characters are at. And they go into a room, and there is, I am shitting you not, 24 shadows in the room with them.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Fireball.
I almost TPK'd in Curse of Strahd during like facing 3 of these fuckers. It was
Yeah,
terrifying.
shadows are fucking scary. At any level of play, enough shadows is terrifying. Alright, sorry. Go ahead, Anacola.
Yep. Well, I can't attack with my wait. How steep is this right here?
Not very. Only about 5 feet up.
Oh, okay. So would I have been able to go like jump over here and then jump over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I could have done that, and I'd still have 15 feet left. So
We'll say less
After
than
doing
5 feet.
that-
We'll say only 3 feet.
3 feet of movement.
No, I mean 3 feet tall is the ledge.
So
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
you're
oh,
just,
oh.
you're just
Yeah, yeah,
hopping up. No big deal.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then I'll turn around, run over here, and slap this guy in the face.
17 hits.
That's 3 bludgeoning, non-magical bludgeoning.
Right, it takes 1 point.
Yeah, I literally just slapped him in the face.
So you've taken your first level of monk now.
Yes, I have. It wouldn't have made a difference if I didn't, but I...
Oh, that's great. All right. Anything else?
I think. Wait. So that's boop boop. Yeah, I can't move further than that. That's my turn.
Okay. Althea, who is she Eldritch blasting?
Both of them.
Both of them. Nice.
I say otherwise, the shadow to the north would be the key one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
She
Is
should
it-
just the one to the north. She
Okay.
should just concentrate fire there.
Doubling up on it.
Yeah, she should
Yep.
go right here, and then shoot. No.
The 10 does not hit.
Can I,
Does she have a sessional
inspiration?
left?
Would you all like to use it?
I'll use mine.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah, I
have
mean,
yours?
Althea's-
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
she's a PC. She technically has one. So we'll just let it go.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
No dueling style, no hex. So that is 9 force.
And she doesn't have repelling blast or anything, does she?
Don't think so. I'll double check.
Oh wait,
I'm
does a
sure she
10
has.
hit?
What about agonizing blast?
Devil's Sight, improved pact weapon.
Yeah,
Yep.
she got rid of that.
Okay, that's right. 'Cause she's fairly low level warlock.
Yeah, I think most of her
Um,
levels are in Paladin.
I think she's half and half now.
Oh yeah, 2 Paladin, 3 Warlock, and now she'll. I don't know what she's planning on doing with levels.
I think. I think she was concentrating
does the
paladin to
10
get
does the
extra
10
attack.
Does the 10 hit from Eldritch Blast?
No.
You
No,
ro-
but
oh,
we
you
said
rolled damage.
we said
Oh
she
yes,
was using
yes,
her
yes, yes. My
her
bad, my
sessional
bad.
to go ahead
My bad,
and
my bad.
do as much damage as possible.
Right, and the shadows get a turn.
Oh, here we
Ooh.
go.
Hello.
Oh.
I just slapped this guy in the face.
And Cola's a 23 to hit.
That unfortunately hit, but it's not as absurd as it used to be.
Right. It's 6 necrotic, and I need you to roll a d4.
Oh. Okay.
Your strength score is reduced by 3.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
What's your
And that's
strength
why
then?
a room.
It's now -3.
Oh
but,
God!
Jesus.
Oh no! Don't get hit by
No,
too many of those, Anacola. If that goes to 0,
no,
you
no, not-
die.
Oh, yeah, that's probably bad. However, wait, let me. One sec.
Make sure you take note of what it was originally at.
No, yeah.
So I'm assuming you probably had an 8 or 10 strengths to start with.
Yeah, I had an 8, but I can only
Yes.
carry. How much more can I carry? 1 second.
So you're
Because
down
I
to
might have to. Yeah, I can only carry like less than. I can only carry 10 more pounds than this. If I get hit again by that, I will have to drop everything I'm carrying.
And let's
And I
just
have
pray
a
you
lot
don't
of
have to make
shit.
any strength saves for any reason.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right.
It's okay.
There is 2 more active shadows. What's their movement speed?
I'm gonna need a greater.
Oh no!
Oh yay!
Anacola is the only one in range of the other, and
That's also
that
one to the north.
is going to be a 15 to hit Anacola.
That misses. Woohoo!
Hey.
Magical braces.
Thank God for those bracers, yeah.
It wouldn't. I would still have missed. They would still have missed if I didn't have them. But it's cool that I have them.
Say hi. Okay. All right. Brings us to the last shadow. Goes after Rhea.
Oh no, she uses strength.
And it is a 20. Oh, it's a 20 to hit Rhea. She takes 11 necrotic. Oh no.
Oh fuck. So now she only has a +3 to hit.
Oh, that's so
Um,
bad.
So, yeah.
It's not
I
fatal for
hesitated.
her.
I
But
started to say silvery barbs on that, but I hesitated. So,
You can if you'd like to.
yeah.
Okay, re-rolling.
Ooh,
Second roll is only a 13.
nice.
Okay, just saved Rhea's ass. That would have been bad.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Okay, Balafon, you're up.
Booming blade.
That's a hit.
So 24. For 6 piercing from a silvered rapier and 6 thunder damage, so 12 total. Not sure if silvered rapier gets halved or not.
Silver weapons in general say that it affects the same way as if it was a magical. It defeats magical defense. So
Okay.
Oh. Wait, why do some monsters mention silver
Yeah,
weapons then?
Because
and others don't?
devils mention
Silvered
it in
weapons.
particular, and others say.
oh, so it's I have been
magical.
misreading that. So some monsters that have immunity or resistance to non-magical weapons are susceptible to silver weapons. So
Yeah.
cautious adventurers, okay.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
devils mention it.
That is my bad. I have been playing that wrong.
But demons and some undead, it's strictly magical or nothing.
Yeah, and this particular specters and shadows do not specify silvered weapons in their resistances.
So, but the 6 thunder would be magical, so he'd take 9.
Okay.
Um,
That is my bad, everybody. That is a ruling that'll have to be reversed from here forward. I'll have to be checking stat blocks to make sure that the creatures we're fighting do in fact have susceptibility to silvered weapons.
That's it for me.
Okay. Rhea is going to curse out Iskaros once more, but in a very flattering way.
You're fucking a beautiful axe.
Right? All right. Persuasion check from
Oh, wait,
Rhea.
Did you give her advantage on her next check with silvery barbs?
Absolutely.
Nope. Okay.
Okay.
Why do we keep Rhea alive?
I forgot. I control her, so I can roll damage. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay. What's Ghost gonna do?
Oh yeah.
Didn't Rhea get 2 attacks?
She does. Thank you for reminding me. Nice. That hits. For 1 plus modifiers, so a total of 4.
Nice. Yeah. So then he will. Shit. I can't see what's over here. Is there like any monster? Wait. You can't see what I'm doing. Is there anything over here that he
No,
can see?
Ghost does not see anything down that way.
Okay, he'll go.
He's
over
some
here and dodge.
shattered stained glass over here. That's about it.
Yeah, he'll go over there and dodge.
Okay. Spectre. Singular Spectre.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, God. Thank you for that, Kroll. That song will be stuck in my head for the next year now. I appreciate it. All right. It is only a 9 to hit you, Balafon.
Miss.
Kroll, we're back to you.
So Kroll is gonna run down. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Kroll is
You can
gonna
do
run
it.
down on the other side and attack with Moon Touched
It's a hit.
for 10.
What was your pathing there, Kroll?
Oh yeah.
So I was
you might have taken
I was right here. So I went right to there, then I went
Alright.
over to here, then down, and
Perfect.
then right to here.
Thank you. Just checking.
Yeah.
Yep, no
Make sure
problem.
you miss the AOO.
Yeah, I don't want to give Shadow an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I
Okay,
planned that out.
that is a hit,
before.
Kroll. 10.
10? Okay. And I'm intentionally not using rage just because
22 hits.
I don't really need it.
No, you do
right
not.
now.
That is a dead shadow.
Okay, and I think that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I used all my movements, so that's my turn.
Yeah, kind of stuck.
Lulu?
Yes. Lulu is going to...
Say Rhea.
Oh, yeah.
Lulu is going to run up here, and she is going to see Rhea in trouble and shout, "No, Rhea!" and just dive bomb at the shadow. Nice.
Oh, max damage.
Lulu plows through the chest of the shadow as it reaches out towards Rhea again. Passes all the way through it, and Rhea catches her on the other side.
Yay!
Yay, Lulu!
Bill, you're up.
I just don't know what to take with that. I'll continuing
Yeah.
my Warpath of Rage here. I'll move south and try and hit this shadow again with advantage with extra attack. But in this case, the silver weapon does matter or doesn't.
I do
Doesn't.
not believe it does. Does not,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That's right. Well, I have it drawn. My new fillet knife anyway, so it'll be attack.
15 hits.
And then second attack.
That is a hit.
And that's it.
So 9 and 8 for 17, halved down to 8.
I will note the second one is only a 2 from the rage.
Oh,
There's
right,
only
right.
one
Yep.
sneak.
Yeah, no sneak.
Only one
Yeah.
sneak.
No sneak. Okay. All right, Anacola.
All right. So she slapped this guy, and then she turns to this guy, and she's going to. I guess she won't slap him first. She'll try and hit him over the head.
15
15
hits.
hit.
I thought we should totally try and kill the thing that can ruin my strength.
9 magical damage.
9. It is almost down.
And then she's going to, as it's. Wait, is it facing her or facing him? I just wanna.
Doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter, but flavorfully. Okay. Facing me. She's going to try and like poke it in the eye sockets. That is a 20 to hit.
It does.
Yeah, let's go. 3 damage. She pokes it in the
Anacola,
eyes.
how do you take it down?
Yeah.
He poked it in the eyes.
Yeah. So she hits it over the head, and as he turns around to face her, she's just going to poke it in the eye socket, and then just toss it the blanket or whatever is on top of it to the ground. Yeah.
All right. And with that, Lulu begins flying around in circles, celebrating your victory. The crushing... Oh, never mind.
Got one more.
My bad. I already cleared the initiative. Can I get it back? Nope, I cleared it. So one measly
I go
specter.
first.
Althea was up next. I remember that much. So let's see if Althea can just take it down with 2 Eldritch Blasts. That is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
hope so.
Yep.
That is 11 points. Yep, and that is it.
Okay.
convenient.
Everyone starts celebrating, and she's the only one that still noticed this guy. And it's just
Right.
like,
So Lulu begins flying around all over the place, and she stops here and lets out a trumpet blast. Although
Lovely.
it is not her full volume, but Kroll, behind you, you can see the pane of stained glass right here beginning to shake a bit. Lulu's trumpet hitting the exact right vibrational frequency to dislodge it just a little bit, and it falls towards you and shatters onto the ground in front of you. Lulu looks over and says, "Oh, oops." Just in time for Kroll to see this lovely face peek out. Kind of look around.
I can't.
Is that a face?
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
And that is, in
Ah.
fact, where we are going to call it a session today, everybody.
I had
Yeah.